welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dejna Vida, formerly known as Snazo Nana Zondi, and welcome. Hi guys, Njani Milangapila. Thank you very much for coming back to watch my YouTube channel. For those who haven't subscribed, yes, kindly subscribe right there. If you see the button is red, can you subscribe? Thank you very much for coming to watch my video. For those who've been riding from the beginning of time since I started posting videos, which was last year. So thank you very much for everybody for coming here. And today I'm back. Of course, you see my face, which means I'm back. I'm just here trying to be a consistent girly. So I'm here doing an update on my first Q&A. I feel like my first Q&A was so boxed and so it didn't really give much. It didn't really give people like an inside scoop of who I am and the person I am. So that's why I wanted to redo my Q&A and do a better version of that. So that's what I'm doing now. So I went on Instagram and then I obviously asked Q&A, and I told everybody on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. I told everyone on my Instagram on my stories to kindly ask me a question because I'm doing an update on my YouTube Q&A. So you guys sent questions. Thank you very much for that. Obviously the usual regular shout out to my friends, my family members, all those who love me for asking questions. So thank you very much. But anyway, so I asked questions, so I'm just gonna read them out here, and then I'm gonna read the question out. I'm not gonna say names like my first video. I said on my first video I said names of who asked me those questions. I'm not doing that this time. Anonymous said. So my first question is favorite and worst ex. Basically which was Nayo, but if you assume that in Nayo, it probably will be the same person. Yeah, that's that. My second question, and am I a jealous friend? Firstly, thank you for the question. Thank you to everybody who sent me questions. But I'm not a jealous friend. Like, I don't believe that you should be jealous in terms of relationships that your friends have. I don't think that's necessary. Like, I don't think it's not even healthy. In all honesty, it's not even healthy that you're being jealous that your friend is making friends. Thank you, which you're there for my friend and I'm not there. And Nami, it's not like everyone has one friend. So now you have other friends that are not friends with your friend. So there's no need to be jealous. So yeah, no, I'm not a jealous friend. I just keep it like our relationship is our relationship, and your relationship with other people is your relationship. And I'm getting that. So no, I'm not a jealous friend. Anonymous asked me, would I have kids and why? So I think the reason why they said why is because they know it's absolute no. I Gabi, but like I do not have any kids now, and I do not plan on having any kids in the future because I have a lot of nephews and nieces at the current moment. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of nephews and nieces, and I'm very grateful for them, and I really consider myself a very good aunt, and I value that task and that role. I take it very seriously, so I'm good. Like, I'm rather be a very good aunt than a parent. And there are a lot of kids who are homeless, so if I was to be a parent, it's probably gonna be to an adopted child or taking someone else's child in, because no, I ain't giving birth to nobody. But anyway, my next question is worst and best experience in life. A little tricky. Like, I have to think clearly. Like, I feel like if I say best experience is probably where I was the happiest. And I enjoy the moment because I very value like my happiness. I strive by all means to make sure that I firstly am happy at all times. So my best experience in that, I have like good experiences a lot, but what moments that made me really proud, and that's why I say it's my best experience, was probably graduating for my honors. Like, it really made me like happy because I did that. First of all, my degree, actually getting my degree was a very good moment in my life because those last few months, that second semester, I had lost my mom around those times, and I remember a few days after I lost my mom, I had to do an exam for my first semester. And literally, I'm in Barakala in the house and I'm writing because we're doing online lab. So that was tricky as hell. So I was really proud of myself that I was able to do that and get my first degree. Then my second degree was purely for my dad. Like, I was like, my dad has supported me like throughout my honors career, honors years. So I was really proud of that. And so when I actually graduated and got to walk on the stage and everything, that made me happy. And it just was like a very like full circle moment. It was okay, what I worked for, I see it, and my dad gets to see it as well. We'll see. angifiyanga lapha ngizodlala eVis, whatever, eVis. Worst experience, obviously losing my mom, quite traumatic, and writing an exam like a couple days after. So that was like my worst experience. Life, do not wish it on anybody, quite traumatic. My anonymous ask says my very first crush. My very first crush was one of my brother's friends. I was probably like 6 or 7 years old, because I remember I was in primary, and it was my brother's friend, and he was cute. I found him so cute back then. Mind you, obviously it's just like, but at that time, like, I found him really cute and I really liked it, but I had to keep it on my inside. I was inside because I was just like, that's my brother's friend, so no go zone. But in I really found him cute, and through the side I was like, you cute and all, but no. And my sisters used to tease me actually, because my sister found out that I was crushing on this dude, and they used to make it even worse for me. So yeah, that was my first crush. Cute little boy. Worst date, if I've had one. Basically any no, it's very tricky, but I'm gonna skip it. If there's anything you could change about yourself, what would it be? One thing I would change about myself is definitely my patience levels. It differs. Like, I don't think familyly we have a lot of patience. Our patience levels in my family is always a 0, but I try. I think I have the most patience out of anybody in this house, but sometimes it's a good thing and a bad thing, because you're just too patient on people's asses, and instead if whenever you just like, but you're too patient, and you just, also another thing that I would change about myself, I can't let go of people that I love even when I know that they're treating me shitty. So if there was something I could change about myself, is being able to let go. I even did a video because I was struggling on letting go of people. Like, someone could be mean to me today, tomorrow hi, how are you, I'm with them, I'm chilling and I'm talking to them. Someone else, if you do something bad to them, it's over. Like, I'm never treating you the same. Like, for me, the next day is perfectly fine until you do it again, and I'm like, oh, go on, Jay. Actually, but anyway, that's what I would change about myself. And also my negativeness. I'm so positive towards other people. I've talked about this before as well on my channel. Like, I'm always like, you can do it to other people, but to myself I'm like, yo, I beat myself down and I talk to myself like I can't do shit, when in fact I can do it. And I'm that, but I am. Anyway, let me just open and unlock this thing because it's simply mean. Last person that made me cry was my sister. When I can't sleep, what keeps me up at night? Money. I love money. Like, I really do. Nobody doesn't love money. Like, I didn't say money is everything in my life, but I really do love money, because money just provides for everything. So whenever I can't sleep at night, I'm just thinking of how the hell can I get money? Like, that's all I think of. How can I get more money, and just how can I literally think of how can I get money, and then I think of Mzoyenza. So basically, the question was, I got cut off. The question was, when I can't sleep, what keeps me up at night? So I literally think of money, and then I think of what am I gonna do with the money, and I just want to travel and spoil myself and eat, try different types of food, and just spoil myself for a living. That's all I think about. I literally think of myself living in paradise. Excuse me. Childhood memories, that's another video for another day. I actually did a video of that with my sister, and then it really wasn't, we're very emotional on that video, and that video turned out to be a disaster. It was good for the both of us in terms of our relationship, but that video was a disaster. Everything was khamos. Basically, we kept talking about 105 things in one video, so I'll do another video about my childhood memories on that video again. I'll try another one. My favorite meal, is obviously a classic. It's not really like something interesting or anything like that. It's basically a meal that my mom used to make, and like every time I used to come back from varsity, school holidays or whatever, even if I was just coming back for a weekend, my mom would be like, Mipele, and I would be like, I want a stampo. Like, I really like the stamp with beef on the side, like the full samp and beans and then beef. I love that. That's my combo, and my mom used to kill it. Like, I've even tried nowadays to try and recreate that meal, but it never works. Like, it never works. Nobody can cook like my mom, and nobody ever will. So Yeah, that's my favorite meal because my mom used to make it so good. In fact, she used to make everything good. So, but that was top tier, and she used to make sure that when I come back, it's always ready there. And I used to come back at about 3-4, and then I would make sure with the full meal was prepared for me, and I would devour that meal. And yeah, unfortunately I don't have a new meal because nobody has ever made its favorite meal. No one has ever made it that good ever since then, and shooty, I'll have to find a new favorite meal because I'm never gonna taste that shit again, because I've tried to make it myself and it's good, but it's not that level. Yeah, low can't way. My worst traits. I'm trying to think. I have a lot. One from the top of my head would probably be that I sometimes might not be the most nicest in terms of like, in my head it sounds like a proper conversation, but it might come out a little slightly rudish, and it's not really intended to be rude, it just comes out that way. So I would say that because a lot of people have told me that I'm rude, which I'm not, but I guess I am because they said that, but people can't define you. But from my perspective, it's coming from a nice place, and I'm saying something like that we can all see, but it just comes out wrong. So yeah, maybe I'm not rude, it just comes out wrong, comes out sounding rude. But yeah, that's how to change with myself, just to be more gentle with people. Also, like, I've been so gentle with people that I talk so nice to people that they just didn't respect me about it. And then just, oh Jesus, you'll be a loca for the 100th time. Oh, you see the patience levels I was telling you about. I'm getting impatient. Oh, my worst trait, was I? Hey guys, if I answered the question, I answered the question. I'm gonna move on to Anonymous says, tell us who's your type in English, Naik. But I always say this, I do not have a specific type. I literally love people's personalities, and I literally have to engage in a conversation for me to be like, oh, I like you. Based on appearance, I do not see shit. Like, someone can be gorgeous and then I talk to them and then I connect. So for me, like, if I look at you and then instantly I'm like, then you're my type. Like, I know there's something pulling me towards you, then that's that. And then obviously personality takes like 80% of that. Someone has to be like hilarious, not even funny. You have to be hilarious as shit. Like, you have to be funny, because you have to be funny at all times. You literally have to be funny, and obviously you have to be smart. Like, you can't not have brains. You have to be smart because I want to have conversations about things, and I need you to also, like, don't violent and like, now give me your 2 cents. What do you think about a certain, if I talk about politics, give me your perspective on politics. If I talk about the freaking environment and the state of the environment, tell me what you think about the environment. If I'm gonna, in fact, I think it's better at than don't talk something that's lies. Like, do not tell me lies about a situation and about a current affairs. You have to be clued up. If you're not like involved in, or you don't have an opinion about things, then not for me, because I like to engage in conversation. Then it's just not gonna work. So be like literally like a hilarious dude, like have personality, and just be very like bubbly. But also, like, people I'm drawn to when I see in like normal public, I'm always promise you, if I talk about my English buttons one more time. But anyway, like, when I'm in environments or spaces, the people who are probably the quietest, like, but mysterious vibe are always. So basically, I feel like you can't have nothing to say about a certain like something. Any state of affairs, like, you do not know what's going on. You're not involved in your own country. Like, I should ibanje comrade or whatever, but just be involved about things and just know things and just watch the news. So that's like basically, but who I get drawn to in an environment, or like in a space, say we're all like in this place, everyone's chilling, I'll probably be drawn to the quiet mysterious dude in the corner, not creepy vibes, because Jonja, but that quiet, mysterious, but you can sense a certain like authorityness, because everyone likes a little person who knows. Like, be confident. Also, be confident in your shit, even if it's like stinks. Just be confident in it. Sabo. Uti, yeah, bangs. If you don't care, if you don't think it bangs, that's not my fault. But in my opinion, it bangs, and be confident about it. If you think you look good in this, and just dress properly. But I'm not asking for much. Literally, it's just that. That's my type. Any regrets in life? No, zero. I feel like everything is meant to be. Like, if something was not meant to happen, God probably prevented it from happening. So everything is literally meant to be, and no, I do not have any regrets. Are there certain moments that I think of and be like, tricky, probably a little bit embarrassing? Yes, everyone has had embarrassing moments, but do I regret them? No. And there are some things that people are supposed to regret that I just don't. Like, I literally do not have any regrets. Like, I live my life the way it was meant to be lived, and every decision that I've made was my choice. So if who am I gonna say I regret doing this? Like, no, I did it. I chose it. I knew the consequences of my actions. So no, I do not regret it. I don't have any regrets at the moment. Yeah, Anonymous says, I'll ask that one. Have I ever been bullied? Not necessarily bullied, but dumb kids. Probably like when I was in primary, sorry, not dumb kids, but probably when I was in primary, people are probably rude. But I think it's also because, kids sometimes, I'm not making excuses for people, but sometimes kids are just not educated and they're just not smart enough at that point in time. So have I been like bullied where I've been like, nah, I'm a bully victim? No, I don't think so. If I let somebody just talk shit about it, especially when I was a child, I was kind of one of those kids where I was aware what you're doing. I'm just letting you do it because I ain't got the energy to like clap back, because I ain't got time to be stupid. So like, I was literally aware of every decision, of everything going around me, and if people were talking about me or if people were probably insulting me behind my back, I don't give two shits, because mina nagile personally, nagile, so that says a lot. And then would I classify myself a feminist? I think I explained this in my first Q&A. I'm not necessarily a feminist at this moment. I'm just pro-female. Also, like, I literally believe in a lot of values of feminism. I literally believe in a lot of those values, but I'm just there's different types of feminism, right? So I'm just trying to find one that's gonna be straight up my alley, because not all of them agree with each other. So I'm just trying to find the one that I fall into and believe in, and I feel like this theory is the shit. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm a feminist, but I'll be like, I'm a what feminist? Is a liberal or whatever. We studied the shit. So yeah. Anonymous asked me skincare routine. Oh my god, like, guys, it's literally a nightmare. On my skin right now, I'm literally having the worst time of my life in terms of skin care. I'm trying to think of have I had worse skin than this before? Yes, I have, but my skin is currently it's going waste, and I do not know what I did wrong or what I did different. Maybe I was just trying too many things, because my skin was like so good at a point in time. I don't know if it was just, was it early December or November? I remember I went to a funeral, so I'm trying to remember when that lady died. She must have died December, ne? I wonder when she died, but she died between November and December, and I went to a funeral, and I remember my skin was literally, I don't know if it was funeral glow or whatever it was, but my skin was literally popping at that time. So my skin was beautiful at that time, and then I just started trying things, trying to make my skin better. Also, I was just going through a lot and not nagging my face routine and then my skin routine. I wasn't even doing all the parts, and then my skin went to shit, because I used to obviously start with scrub my face, and then I'll do my face wash, obviously wash my face, and then obviously tone after, and then do my day cream, and then once in a while I do like the whole mask thing. That's what I used to do. And then after I was like so busy and just didn't really have time for myself, I just stopped that routine, and then my face changed. So I'm trying to put my skin back into where it was, but hopefully it gets there soon. But yeah, I think that was the last of that. I'm just trying to make sure and check all these questions and see meal type. Yeah, that's basically. Oh, talents I wish I had. I literally wish I was a singer. Quite unfortunate that I'm indeed a horrible singer. Like no one has ever like heard my singing and complimented it, which is sad because I'm always freaking singing. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, Nana, please keep quiet." Nana's. I'm not gonna explain who Nana is me. They're like, "Oh my god, Nana, keep quiet," and I'm just like, I'm just trying to express myself. I literally wish I was a singer. That's one characteristic, one talent I wish I had, because I love singing, I like performing, but gay voice aliko, so I might as well rap and that. But that's really something I like about Nicki Minaj, like Lady Gaga. I used to see myself as Lady Gaga. She was my like first like best artist in the world, and I used to really like Nicki Minaj and Lady Gaga, and I used to go crazy and be like, I want to be a performer, I want to be a singer, and then I realized I can't sing. But I still sing in J because nobody can stop me, but I'm not a great singer. So yeah, that's yeah, guys, that was the last of these questions. Thank you very much for asking me, and thank you very much for also watching this video for so long. I can see it's actually been quite some time here, so thank you very much. Guys, I'm tired of speaking English. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you very much. You can comment down below what you think of this video, if anything else you'd like to see in the future, and it's a little hot here. And just stay engaged, and obviously follow me on Instagram and DM me if you want to. But thank you very much. Stay in la vida.